Good evening, everybody. So as usual, as what we say, that landscape is very important in every houses in Malaysia, especially in the taman houses, on the same time in village houses. So as we know, one of our entrepreneur, Mr. Arwin, is one of the young entrepreneur in Malaysia. He's doing the landscape for our country and he's very success in that field. So according to him, what is his point of view about landscape?
Alright, first of all, thanks a lot for giving me the chance to talk about landscape today. As the entrepreneur for the landscape in my hometown, in Ipoh, what I'd like to say, landscape is one of the most essential things that human life needs the most. Since we live in a very stressful days, you know, when it comes to especially a seasonal place like Malaysia, where you get rain and hot summer along the way, well, an essential garden is the most important thing in your life. Every time you look at these green things, you know, you just feel this, some kind of a sense of nature coming into you. Because if you look, most of the people who come from this jungle area, like the the Kaum Kadazan people, like the Sabahan people, all these people have a very natural touch to this nature, you know, and this makes their life more special. In what ways, of course? The most important thing is the sense of art is being created almost in nature. Without nature, human beings are not only available for the sources, but without nature, we'd be doomed. Imagine a world being polluted and nature's not there. You would seriously understand what I'm trying to say is that without nature, 70% of human resources has to be going down. So therefore, people like here in the Ipoh, we are currently trying to propose to everyone that it's better to have their own garden in your own house, especially when you feel stressful, you know, when you need plenty of oxygen in your house, and especially when you look at this kind of green things, it makes you feel happy. And besides that, it's like back to nature, you know, you don't need to go so far away to seek for your own nature, rather than you can have it them in your own house, like the garden and all.
Okay, so what is your opinion when we do this kind of landscape? Is it can heal our sickness and it can give a peace and release our stress and etc. So what is the point of view about that?
A very good answer, Victor. Well, the answer for this question is very simple actually. If you ask for me, human nature, when we talk about this kind of nature stuff like these green things, far ago during our ancestors' time, they rely completely only on nature. Imagine that. Today in this world we're using carbon monoxides and all these things, and we even use carbon pills to filter this water. Imagine during our ancestors' time, what do they use? They use things like the grass, the moss grass. They use it, they filter their own water, they drink that. And you know, besides that, they also use the tree bark to make as their own spoon. As their clothing is also made from the trees which has the big leaves, you know, they use it as to wrap things up as your own present, rather than in these days people are using it for other things. Well, as a part of the member of the team Bring It, I would like to say that the mission of the most important mission right now is to implement greenery in everyone's house. The most important, have a small garden. It doesn't necessarily you need a big place to plant or anything, but remember, a small change could bring a big change to the world. Just plant a greenery in your house, see it grow, understand it. You are actually being in part of the history where the mankind used to live with the greens. There was once a story I would like to share with you. A man in the jungle, he lived more than 90 years old by just using the green stuff around him. And he lived more happy than anyone else. But in today's world, we have all the facilities in the house. We have aircon, we have beautiful beds, and we have all the things we need, like PlayStation to play in our life, but we never live in a happy and peaceful place. Why? Because we don't have the touch of nature in us. So what I'd like to implement here is, if you follow properly closely towards what these people in the olden days use, they rely all on nature. And because of that, their life is as perfect, as beautiful as any other thing you could ever see. So get up there, enjoy nature, and be yourself.